So we've got some team pinball games with Mr. Croat. Hope I'm saying that right. One of the top players in the game if you look on the leaderboards pretty consistently. We're both using the same blaster setup today, so we're both using the Ultra Select, the Cyclone Shock, which has the 20% rate of fire increase, and the Rivonix 360. I'm not sure if we're using the same power cards, but we're using the same blasters. So you can see with two Ultra Selects on the field, there's just a really high rate of fire all the way down the field. Very, very accurate blaster, very fast firing, especially with that 20% firing bonus damage. So it basically just enables us to wipe out forward pushes and then push forward and hold positions pretty consistently. So Mr. Croat going down there, so I pick up their tokens, pick up another one, but I have to back up. I don't have enough firepower to fight my way over there on my own. Wait for some backup. So here we see Mr. Croat come in with the Rivonix, and the Rivonix will just let him tear up the opposing side, so I can just hold back and play that sniper position and just pick up tokens as they fall near me. But Mr. Croat having the survivability with Rivonix is probably the best person to hold the tokens. Okay, one drops in front of me, so I'll just run forward, grab that, and straight back to the safer position where I've got some cover if I need it. But not really needing to. We're doing a great job of just keeping our opponents on their side of the field. The stun ability coming in off that Rivonix is really disrupting the opponents. And as you can see, we've now got the tokens, so we both just start to back off to a safe enough distance where we can just hold on to them until we get the victory, which is nice and easy. No problem. Easy first game. Okay, let's go to the next game. We probably played about 15, maybe even 20 games together tonight, so really had the opportunity to learn to work as a team. I only managed to capture video footage of 4 or 5 games because I didn't have that much space on my iPad. But let's have a look at what we have got. Unfortunately, some of the best games we had didn't get captured on video, but there's not a lot I can do about that. So in this game there's quite a lot of lag. I'm not sure how well it's going to pick up on the video, but there were times where I was teleporting across the field, suddenly take large amounts of damage despite not appearing to be in anyone's line of sight. But either way, you fight on, this happens. So there I get taken out by an opposing select, this time with the damage boost, so I'll come in with the Rivonix. So we're very much just defending our base here from quite a heavy push from the opponents. They are bringing some tokens our way, but most of the tokens are littering the field. So concentrate fire there. We've managed to push forward to the centre and between us. We've picked up 6 of the tokens. Get bashed there, I think, by the scenery. So because I've got the Rivonix, I'm just trying to kind of lay down a lot of heavy fire on the opponents to use that stun to give Mr. Croat the opportunity to hit them with sniper damage with the Ultra Select. 2 Ultra Selects on the field is a great combo. A Rivonix and a Select is arguably better because the Rivonix can tank as long as that person isn't holding all the tokens, and then the person with the Ultra Select can just like do the heavy damage from the back. But been forced to retreat quite a bit here. Our teammate's dead, so we just need them to respawn back in, and straight away pushing back to the centre. So there's a lot of back and forth in this game. This was kind of a repeating theme really. We faced some pretty tough opponents tonight, as well as the usual array of bots who don't put up that much of a challenge, let's face it. So we've got the tokens, we're falling back to our base because if we do die, we want to be able to just respawn and pick up those tokens, not give our opponents the opportunity to run away with it. So another easy victory, and straight on to the next game. And now we're in Arena 1, and this is maybe the best or second best level to use the Ultra Select on. It really favours hugging the scenery and kind of fighting forward in increments. So I spawn on the right, so I'm going to initially try and hold the right hand side. A little bit of lag, but nowhere near as bad as it was in the last game. So straight away you can see we just like created a kill zone in the middle there. Enables us to push up, pick up those couple of tokens, and we're going to fall back though. We're going to try and hold the middle and basically just create a hostile territory around where the tokens are spawning. If we can get to the point where the opponents have got blasters on different cooldowns, they'll lose the ability to attack in a coordinated way, which is already happening. So you see they're coming in dribs and drabs, and that makes it much easier to control them, stop their pushes, and pick up the tokens as they spawn. We've got our teammate holding quite far forward and doing a really good job of aggravating them at the spawn point. So me and Croat are just picking people off and picking up all the tokens. Really hostile force against our opponents here. They've had no real aggressive push as of yet. Not even made it over to our side of the field as far as I can tell. So there's no need for us all to rush their base. We can just hold this territory, and they'll get to the point where blasters kind of spawn in at the same time again as well. You tend to find cycles in matches that go on longer, and as you can see, we've already been pushed back a little bit further, but that push did not last long at all. In control, we've got 9 out of the 10 tokens now, and our opponent's not really able to mount any sort of offensive. So just need to hold back, pick them off if they come near us, and pick up the win, and then we'll move on to the next game. So that was a really good coordinated team effort there, and complete domination against our opponents, who, let's face it, are probably 3 bots. If you're not playing this game with friends, you should be. So just add people that you play with, go onto the leaderboards, add people from the leaderboards because you know they're real players, and if you see friends are online, just invite them to games, even if they've got different trophy levels. Not having bots on your team makes a massive difference, and if you've got people who you get to play with often, like I play with Mr. Croat maybe once or twice a week if I'm lucky, you start to learn how to coordinate. So I did a previous video where I showed myself playing with King Tony. We have a certain strategy for a 3v3 map, and me and Mr. Croat have been playing with the Ultra Select and Cyclone Shot combo on Pinball and just kicking everyone's ass. So again, we're holding the middle really well. We've got 4 of the tokens, 1 near me. Now we've got people coming in with the shield. The shield is honestly one of the best power cards to use in Pinball. We find that games where multiple opponents are using the shield, it's a lot harder to maintain your position. They can really use that to kind of knock you out of position and force you to fall back. So with the shield down, we've managed to push our opponents back to their base once again, and we're holding position well. Yeah, against the shield, if you've not got the Rivonics, which you can sometimes heal through the shield if you're accurate enough, just kind of running away and hiding behind the scenery until it runs out. The shield can last about 8 seconds, so just beware. Okay, it took a bit of damage there from the pinball, but it's okay. The heal card respawns really quickly. It gives this blaster a lot of survivability. Again, I don't like using it without it. Unfortunately, I die there to a shielded up Vagabond, so now I've got to run in with the Rivonics, and because I've got no tokens, I hit my shield and I'm just going to run interference here. I'm just going to get in everyone's way, stun them, and that lets Mr. Croat take the victory for our team. There we go. And that's it. Nice quick video. See you soon.